What's up with everybody? How y'all doing? Hey man, I want to talk about heroin tonight. I want to talk about what it's like to be a heroin addict. I'm going to tell you a story about when I was on heroin. You know, when I started shooting heroin, I never thought it would take me where it took me. I truly didn't. I didn't really believe all the hype. Everybody saying how it'll make you steal your mama's panties and sell them, right? Now that might sound funny to some, but it's not funny. Because heroin is that controlling, man. You know, I remember a time I talked to my dope man, and he told me if I could get to him, he had me. Now this is an hour trip in a car, round trip. That's running in and running out. And I was gonna walk. I actually started walking. Damn near made it to him, right? It's raining. Ain't got no money. I'm really trying to get there because he said he's got me if I can get to him, right? That's how controlling it was with me. That's how addicted to it I was. If I had $20 in my pocket, I assure you I wasn't buying anything else but a bag of heroin. If I had $40 in my pocket, I was buying 2 bags. I would worry about any other thing later because the only thing that was important to me was that bag of heroin. I've taken presents back that I bought my son. I'm not proud of it, but it's reality, right? I've stole for it. I've lied for it. I've hustled for it. I was so faithful to heroin. And all it did was tear me down, right? It was the most controlling thing that I had ever touched in my entire life. I truly loved heroin more than anything in my life. Now you might say, Bob, you got a kid. I do. And he was a kid then. I loved him. I did. But I didn't know how to love him. I knew how to get heroin. I knew how to hustle. I didn't know how to be a dad. And instead of learning how to be a dad, I continued my education in the streets, which later on returned, sent me to jails, prisons, institutions, you name them, right? I've even overdosed off of it. And through all that, I couldn't quit. I mean, I truly, honestly couldn't quit. With the heroin game, you don't ever know what you're getting, but you don't care because you're chasing that one high, that one feeling. You see somebody shoot a bag and fall out. That's the stuff you want. I know it sounds crazy, man, but it's true. I would do absolutely anything for a bag. I watched my friends die, and I still continue to get high. I used to watch my mom cry, my sister cry, my son cry. They couldn't understand what was wrong with me, why I couldn't just quit. It wasn't that easy. I was a full-blown addict. Today, I'm a recovering addict. You'll hear people say, oh, don't say that, Bob. You're not an addict no more. Yeah, I am. I am one bad decision away from losing my life or everything in my life. And see, I know that. So the one thing that I hold on to is God's promise that he will always love me. And the promise that he has that no matter what I've done, he forgives me. That's hard for a heroin addict to believe that. Come on, man. Y'all know what I mean. Especially the ones that's dope sick right now with all these crazy thoughts going on in their minds. Especially the ones that's been to the joint, been to every trap house in their city and some. See, I was that guy that people in trap houses used to tell to get out. They didn't even want my $20, $40. Because, see, it was more of a headache for me, for them to deal with me. Because I always wanted the most. And if I didn't have no money and I was dope sick and you had it, I'm coming up out of there with it. I don't say that to brag, but I turn into a savage when I'm chasing something. And I wasn't taking no for an answer. And if I watched you put it somewhere, I was coming back to get it. Believe that. I didn't, so what? What, you gonna kill me? What you gonna do to me that I hadn't already done to myself is what I would think and what I'd want to say, right? I've even said that to people. What can you possibly do to me that I haven't done to myself? Kill me? Do me a favor? You know how insane that is? I had a son that idolized me when he was young. And all he wanted was his dad. That was it. But his dad wanted a needle. I've had so many thoughts of suicide. I've tried it. By God's grace, it never happened. See, 20 years ago, I didn't know that my life was going to end up the way it is. 3 years ago, when I was released out of prison for the last time, I didn't know I'd stay sober. I didn't. I didn't know if I wanted to stay sober. But man, am I so glad that I gave myself a chance and got to know the Lord. Within these 3 years, I've been able to purchase a home, get married, have 3 wonderful kids that are in my life every day, restore my relationship with my son, meet my grandson. Man, he's so cool, man. To be able to have a decent conversation with my son's mom. We never had conversations before. She actually used to get mad at me and tell me to sign off papers, but I wouldn't do it, right? I never paid child support. Today, I don't miss a payment. I pay her with a smile on my face. See, today, I'm able to pay my bills and enjoy paying my bills. You know, when I have problems that come around, they suck. Not every day in recovery is a good day, man. Recovery isn't always fun. But man, is it awesome, man. To know I can go to bed when I'm tired, not because I'm high passing out. To be able to have somebody depend on me and know 100% I'm going to be at work. To know that I'm going to pay my bills. My wife to know that when I leave this house, I'm faithful. For her to know that I'm coming home after work. That's the little things that is worth more amount of money than you can give me in this world. I love sobriety. If I could go back and change everything, I don't know if I would. I truly believe that being a heroin addict has what's built me to be the man that I am today, right? It has brought me to my knees, to where I was saved by the Lord, and I worship the Lord all the time. I praise him in my videos. If you're somebody that's struggling, man, reach out. Felonies to Recovery. Hey, man, I'm not here to judge. I'm here to listen. I want to hear your story, and then I want to tell you mine. Let me tell you a few things that's helped me in my recovery. I'm no better than any of my old friends that I hung out with. I love all of them dearly. I check their Facebooks daily. I just don't hang out because two addicts can't hang out, man. There's only one thing gonna happen, right? If you're anybody that is not sure about recovery, keep going. Keep getting high. Keep shooting dope. Just remember this. Tomorrow's not promised. Felonies to Recovery, man. Reach out to me. I love you guys. Stay sober.